Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Red Robin issue number 1. Now, as you know, this event story is meant to take place literally after the events of Final Crisis and the story of Battle for the Cowl. Now, the story is meant to be about Tim Drake, who is dealing with the after effects of Bruce Wayne, and pretty much has taken on the codename Red Robin and has miraculously aged. So let's get on the story. It starts off how the daughter of the Spanish politician has been kidnapped by terrorists and held for ransom. There were people who were meant to give the terrorists money and that, but something went wrong, and they end up being quickly defeated. And it's Tim Drake who is meant to be Red Robin, and is quickly taking them down, and one of them says, "Deal with the fool. You might want to leave, boss." And so it turns out it's some sort of fire, like, metahuman, and Tim Drake mainly blocks the fists and quickly takes him out, and mainly bursts out of the window and quickly saves the girl. So later on, Tim Drake is recovering from his burning wounds and points out how it was a dumb thing to grab the fists, and pretty much sits reluctantly thinking, saying, "Tim Wayne, I'm Tim Wayne, oh god, what happened to my life? What am I doing here?" So, pretty much is doing some locating and stuff, and has a flashback to the day of the Batcave, and pretty much he points out about how that his entire life got burnt down, and him and mainly Dick Grayson get into an argument how, he's not Robin anymore, and yet they allowed Damian Wayne to be. So pretty much you can tell that Dick is trying to be there for Tim, but given the fact that, that Damian needs someone to be there, and given the fact Dick Grayson is the only one who can wear the cowl now, after being insulted by Damian, Tim punches him and pretty much leaves off in a huff without Dick Grayson going after him. And I kind of feel, they could have had a moment for them to have talked, and Tim starts throwing a tantrum and says, "This isn't happening." And so afterwards, turns out that there was a person blackmailing someone, but ended up getting assassinated, and the assassin ends up getting murdered, basically, by some sort of creature. And after going in Paris and stopping some dangerous threats, there has been a realization that Tim Drake realizes that Bruce is still alive. And he's still alive, given the fact in Final Crisis, he was kind of meant to have been transported to a different time and stuff. And so after this, that, he has this feeling that Bruce is still alive out there, and he's going to find him any way he can. And he has even done some research. So, turns out there are some assassins who are after Tim Drake, and it turns out it's Ra's al Ghul at the end, saying, "Indeed we do." And this is the story. So what I think of Red Robin issue 1, I think it deals well with the after effects, but I would have liked to have seen Dick and even Tim have a moment to have talked after Tim left the Batcave. I feel the story's quick and does kind of give a nice introduction to Tim as Red Robin. So the story deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.